in 2019, that first round. What about you?
I have to agree with you, Skip. I think Vasquez knows that. He didn't have a good first round, and he's a little bit better fighter. Ah, look here. This is the U.S. boxing team looking on, really trying to help and urge Johnny Vasquez on.
Meanwhile, up in the ring, they have at one another. Not much has happened yet in round two.
He's switching from the left side. Now he goes back to the left side. Mr. Vasquez trying to solve the southpaw style of the North Korean. It doesn't. He's awful quick. Yet. You can see that. He better be quick at 119 pounds, right?
Again, Kim scores to the head with a couple of shots. And a good right to the body. There's a good shot by Vasquez, but Kim answers it. Vasquez gets a caution and lands a good left, but Kim comes right back at it. Vasquez digs a right to the body.
He's trying to force the issue a little bit now, Skip.
Left to the body by Kim lands. Left to the head by Kim. And another. Vasquez is just missing. He's just off the mark. You see the time remaining in round two. They're all three-rounders, as I'm sure you know. We're in Moscow at the Goodwill Games. Vasquez all over him now. Not landed a lot of punches, but he's clearly the aggressor. Kim to the body, Vasquez to the body. Over and under.
He got popped real good by right hand.
Kim. They're toe-to-toe now, getting it on. Kim scores again and again. 24 seconds left. Vasquez battles back. They're brawling now.
And they love it. I tell you, they do appreciate a brawl here.
Left to the body by Vasquez is a good one.
Boy, I tell you, they're not arm weary yet.
No,
a lot of punches.
They're getting it on here. Round two is coming to a close. Should be a good third round coming up from Moscow. We go to the third and final round. Vasquez can win this fight, but he needs, I think, to have a very big third round to do it.
I agree. It was a very, very good second round. Threw a lot of punches, both fighters.
The North Koreans, our researcher Dragan Mihailovich points out to us, really an unknown quantity. They did not compete in the '84 Olympics or the '85 World Cup because it was in Seoul.
Or the '85 championships in Reno.
Or '86. So not much is known about it. But we know this, Chi Hen Kim can fight. So can Vasquez. Left hand by Kim. Kim just keeps digging that left into the body. There's a left by Vasquez to the jaw. This would be a tough one to score. A lot of leather being traded. Clubbing right hand by Vasquez and another.
Well, he keeps coming, relentless. As the North Koreans get a little warning in the corner, Skip.
Yeah, for coaching from the corner, and indeed they were. They're right in front of us.
Good left by Kim.
Vasquez keeps coming. Kim keeps scoring. Another left, right. Vasquez comes storming back. The crowd likes this action. Caution to Kim. 1:38 left. Good shot by Vasquez. Solid left by Kim, right by Vasquez.
Good action here.
Minute 25 remaining. Kim sticks and moves a little bit here. Another jab. Missed to the overhand right. Vasquez to the body.
Oh, he got him real good. Tagged him with the left.
Kim just keeps digging to the body. Hasn't slowed Vasquez down with it, though. Now they flail away at one another. 55 seconds to go. Kim scores heavily. And again. Kim all over him now. Vasquez battles back.
Both of them are scrapping. I tell you, they've thrown a lot of punches and they keep going. The crowd loves it here. I tell you, this is a brawl, boys.
Vasquez fights his way off the ropes, but he's right back on him.
30 seconds left.
Vasquez with a good combination. "15 seconds to go. Who wants it?" They both do.
All right, I tell you, they have entertained this crowd here at the Olympics. Boy, there it is. Good fight. All right.
Back with a decision, and it'll be a close one, I think. Right after the umpires called the fighters to the corner. Let's see who got this one, Vasquez or Kim.
North Korean going to win it. I don't think Vasquez had enough.
Well, let's see if Paul's right. I'm afraid he is.
В этом бою победил Chi Hen Kim.
And it is the North Korean Chi Hen Kim who eliminates Johnny Vasquez of the USA. Kim, we understand, won at 5-0. I thought it would be closer than that. Vasquez fought a game fight, but the North Korean youngster was too tough.
That was 3 good rounds, but I think it gave him the edge in almost every round. Maybe.
Charles, Michael Bent has joined us live in our studio.
Bob Neal, you hit it on the head. The very legitimate Michael Bent, 197-pounder, born in London, you live in Queens, New York, 3-time Golden Gloves champion. Michael, you fought the other day against the Bulgarian Rusinov, a lot closer than some people thought. What did you think of the judging?
Well, I'm not a judge, so I can't really speculate on that, but as far as
3-2 they gave it to you.
Right. I didn't think it was that close. I mean, my coaches didn't think it was that close, so I'm not really concerned about, about how the judges thought. I know that I have to work much harder next time,
Tell me about amateur boxing. Of course, that's all you know, but you grow up trying to emulate pros. There's a vast difference, of course, and we see a lot of professional fights. We only see the amateurs during the Goodwill Games, the Olympics, and such. The big differences.
Biggest difference is probably the rounds. Pros go 15,
right,
some 10, as opposed to amateurs who go 3 rounds. Most important thing is getting what you have to do done in those 3 rounds. It's fast-paced.
But there is a pace, though. I mean, do you pace yourself in 3 heats? I mean,
no, you can't afford to.
Right.
If you do, the rounds will slip right by. Right.
No coasting at all. And do you think it's fair with the just a point of debate? If you could hit somebody and really not lay them out, but really stagger them,
right,
and you could just touch somebody, and it's
right,
worth the same amount of points?
No, I don't think it's fair because
especially the heavyweights.
Right. You should get points for effective blows. Some of the European fighters, particularly the Russians, just tap you primarily, and they just build up points. Some of our guys use stiffer right hands, stiffer punches, period, but they don't get the points for it. I think it's unfair.
Michael, what about the Eastern Bloc nations from what you've observed? You've only fought one guy so far, but you fought them before.
Right.
I mean, before the Goodwill Games.
Right.
They're not as mechanical as they used to be, are they?
They're not. As a matter of fact, they try to get kind of loose like the American style of boxing. But they're basically the same style files as they always were. Come at you straight, tough. Not too much you can say about them, except that they come in a straight line.
You're one of the guys who has resurrected the lost art of body punching. A lot of fighters go for the head right away. Where did that come from?
Body punching? I guess it's a God-given gift, right? You know what I mean? If you work on something, and you do it every day, night and day, and you drink, and you think about it, and you sleep about it, it'll come like second nature to you, so, you know.
Who were your heroes growing up?
Roberto Duran and Muhammad Ali.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you always want to be a fighter, boxer?
I was always the kind of kid who had a lot of anxiety about it, you know, inside of him. So yeah, I was always like a aggressive type kid. Yeah. I
know your folks are now watching in Queens. Did they always want you to be a fighter, or was there a lot of resistance in the family?
No, none whatsoever. They've been very supportive, and my dad's a real big influence on me. You know, so they've been. It's great about the whole thing. No beefs about it.
Your dad hit the $2 million lottery in New York State. You going to hit the jackpot here?
I sure hope so. I got some plans on hitting the jackpot, yeah.
How do you assess? Do you just take them one at a time? I know that sounds like a cliche, but do you size up the entire heavyweight field?
Well, you try to, but again, you try not to jump the gun and count your eggs before they hatch, because you never know who's here, who's not here.
Michael, speaking of being here in Moscow, what is it like? Tell me about it. Anything funny happened to you yet?
Nothing strange, but it's like you're walking on a pillow all day, you know what I mean? You can't believe you're in Moscow. I mean, it's like a different world. It's like you're on Mars. I mean, come to the Goodwill games, the first Goodwill games, we're pioneers, and, you know, it's strange. It's a strange feeling.
It's a good way to look at it. Michael Bent, what about professional, up the road? I know you still want the Goodwill games, the Olympics.
Right.
Definitely pro?
Definitely. But right now, I'm just concentrating on being the best amateur that I can be. Pros down the line, I look forward to that when the time comes, but right now I'm just a great amateur.
Good luck in your chase for a gold medal. Michael Bent, thanks for being with us. We'll be watching you.
All right.
And we'll be back. We'll have...
Are both won and lost.